Liberals have Christmas ruined after they spotted what Melania posted on social media. President Donald Trump and Melania Trump promised to bring Merry Christmas back to our country. Now that their first Christmas in the White House has come and gone, they've proven that's exactly what they did. In fact, Melania did just that by posting a photo to social media, but it has since left liberals claiming that she ruined Christmas after they spotted something trashy. On Christmas morning, Melania Trump looked as gorgeous as she always does. In an effort to spread her holiday cheer across the country, she decided to tweet a picture of herself while wishing every one of her Twitter followers a Merry Christmas. However, that's not what liberals noticed. In fact, after they saw the photo, they immediately began to insult her from several different directions and even called her trashy for their own made-up and twisted reasons. The photo was a selfie that Melania had taken of herself at some point that showed her beauty, clearly using a filter from an app of some sort. The shared photo depicted her wearing a Santa hat and blowing a kiss to the camera as golden reindeer dance in the foreground, as Breitbart reports. Of course, most of us think the photo is cute, but for liberals, they allegedly only saw one thing: a trashy First Lady. View image on Twitter. The first family is spending Christmas at Mar-a-Lago in Florida, so the fact that she's wearing a white winter coat for cold weather has led us to believe that the photo was taken earlier this month. In fact, she was wearing a similar coat on December 7 for an event at a children's hospital in Washington, D.C., which may have been when the photo was originally taken. Sadly, liberals don't care how or when she took the photo, they just cared what she looked like in the image. Instead of seeing a glowing and happy First Lady, they see something far more disturbing: someone who they say shows no class. In fact, several leftists decided to chime in and try to attack her for her simple festive selfie. Mind you, this is the same side of the political aisle that has no problem with people dressing up as genitalia or even flaunting their genitalia in a form of protest. But, blowing a kiss is just too much. Thought it was a tweet from Pornhub. I'm very disappointed, one social media user wrote, while another said, I'm sorry, but this looks like a still from a low-budget porn. Happy holidays. Yet another echoed, why do I immediately think that this is a cover of a Playboy magazines? Another added, what are you thinking, Melania? I'm so embarrassed that you are our First Lady. Of course, one even went so far as to make the rest of us roll our eyes by saying, you mean no class, right? Because Michelle Obama was the epitome of the perfect First Lady and was total class. 8 years and not 1 foot put wrong and no scandal. For those of us who are not blinded by a political agenda, the image is just innocent fun. Considering she spent many years as a successful model, I think it's safe to say that she knows how to pose for the camera and enjoys taking playful pictures. There wasn't anything wrong with what she did, and it sure as heck wasn't trashy.